Wawawiwa! Hello everybody, that's right, you guys are all my baddies. Thank you once again for joining let's say, thank you for joining for tonight. I keep on doing this. Thank you for joining for tonight's shooting gallery, where I will shoot my shot at, not defending the title, but shoot my shot at giving this demo game a whirl and twirl, but also the justice it deserves. So we're going to be playing the demo to a game called Roguecraft DX. What the hell is happening to me? Roguecraft DX. So this one is basically an expanded version of a very old, well, the original is a game called, obviously, Roguecraft, and it's just a modernized sort of upgraded version of said Roguecraft game. So I don't know much about the original. I just know that this one isn't the first iteration of, I guess, the IP. Roguecraft started off as a, well, I guess as an old school game back. Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna guess older than me, I suppose, or maybe just by the time I was born. I'm not gonna get too much facts about that. But hey, look. So Roguecraft DX is a isometric dungeon crawling RPG. I mean, beautiful 2D graphics. I love isometric games, like pure isometric games, not just like top-down sort of 3D shooters or whatever, 3D RPGs, but just isometric games, like where you move on an isometric plane. It's a dungeon crawler, but in a sense, like, of course, if you know like Diablo sort of combat, it's got like a turn-based sort of action system, very similar to the combat in the game. You click. Your stats go first, and the enemy stats go next, and etc. So movement in this game is very much turn-based. You move here, the enemy move there, etc. It's just, of course, you control that in a very real-time aspect. So standard type of fantasy fare. You've got three classes by it seems. Your rogue, your spellcaster, and your warrior. So I'm gonna play as the rogue, I believe, and yeah, we're gonna give this game a whirl and twirl. See ya. Miladies and the gentry, there we have it. That is Roguecraft DX. What did you guys think? Look, enjoyable game. You know, slight challenge there, which is great. But it's a beautiful looking game. It plays very simply. The combat is very simple. I mean, that might sort of turn people off a little bit. You know, sometimes with simple sort of I guess mechanics, you know, the challenge or like the thing that keeps people sort of still glued on their seats sort of wanes very quickly. I don't mind it too much. Just what I find is that of course you've got such a rich environment with lots of sprite work. There's really nothing to sort of pad that in terms of flavor text or even like things you can interact with. I think it would be really good to sort of add more interactable elements. I know the game, if you see here, this is what's going to be promised in the final release. So I know what I'm sort of demoing now isn't, of course, going to show you everything that they have planned. But definitely, I know they're talking about secret rooms. So of course, hopefully you get to sort of access them maybe by clicking onto said wall, or hopefully you interact with the environment like a switch or like a pressure plate tile. Just sort of things like that, or like, I mean, you got things where you can sort of cross over, like really interesting sort of set pieces, like you know, the ground is a pentagram. You know, you've got like a book or an altar, and you know, altar tile on the wall. I mean, it'd be sort of nice to sort of be able to, you know, to describe that a little bit. Maybe add I don't know. I'm just thinking like it just needs a little bit more extra things to sort of bring it to life, basically. The enemy sort of encounters are great. You know, pretty standard fare once again. I think, you know, being a roguelike, I know this is probably the purest form of it, you know, procedural random stuff as well as, you know, permadeath. But it would be nice to sort of have like ability upgrades, you know, if not between floors, you interact with something in the environment that allows you to, you know, to get more sort of upgrades, but, you know, you have to find said thing to interact with to give you an upgrade. When I mean by upgrades, it's like an enhancement. So I mean, like each sort of class has only one basic ability. Expounding on that with slightly more in the context of the game that they want to make would be sort of cool. I mean, I think that would sort of reward and give a lot more to the gameplay. You can see there's a lot more enemies there, so a lot of variety of enemies. So definitely there is a good chance, you know, there'll be multiple type of ways to deal with combat. Okay guys, that is myself, that is me. I hope you enjoyed that playthrough, and I will see you next time. Peace out.